Well, welcome back to T2 Growers. Good morning. Today I thought we'd start with raised beds. In our homestead here, you'll see we've got a total of 21 4x8 raised beds. The raised beds themselves are pretty simple. We make them right here. There's a total of 9 2x6s by 8 feet long. We cut 3 of those in half, and we have 3 4-foot sections on each end, and then 8-foot lengths. We have 6 of them that cover 3 on each side. That makes the full bed. We use 4x4s on the corners for braces, and then in the center we've got 2x4 braces that just keep it from bowing out when you put the soil in. But these are hefty, solid lumber. The nice thing about using 2x6s is they should last you easily 10 to 15 years as long as you treat them like we do with raw linseed oil. So this is the raised bed. I'm going to come down here. I'm going to show you some of the versatility. Here in central Ohio, the ground is pretty much made up of hard clay, so it's really not an option for us. We don't want to use. We don't want to go through the trouble of the weeds. We don't want to go through the trouble of trying to dig in and till up the soil and amending the clay soil. So the raised beds are kind of a game changer when it comes to gardening. The first one we have, this is our tomato trellising. We'd like to thank James Priglioli in New Jersey for giving us this idea. This is a game changer when it comes to peppers, to tomatoes, as far as they grow, keeping them off the ground. You get a lot of blight issues and things when you have tomatoes that are too close to the ground. So we keep them kind of trimmed at the bottom. All the tomatoes are gone now. That's where these used to hang at. All we're left, as you know, is peppers. Peppers will stick around for at least another month in the nice warm weather that we're having right now. But these tomato trellises are very, very handy. This is the first year we've used it. We got about twice the tomatoes out of this than we normally have. So it's kind of nice. Now, once we build the raised bed, the very first thing we do is we try to fill it about half full with organic material. This is just some limbs and things. We had some trees we had to clean up. So we fill this up with organic limbs. If you have any roots, if you have some firewood that you're not using, you can use that. But it keeps the soil aerated a little bit, and also saves a little bit of money, because obviously the most expensive thing when it comes to raised beds is the soil. So eventually this will all break down. The organic material you put in these beds will break down and it'll become part of the soil anyways. So if you can do that, if you have it to put in here instead of adding that much more soil, I would recommend it. And then over here you can see that we are just filling one. Your soil is going to knock down and press down a lot of the organic material on the bottom, but we've got about another half a truckload we've got to add to this, but we just wanted to show you kind of what the filling process looks like. And then once you have your raised bed in place, the nice thing is we put these stakes on each side, and we'll grow beans here, and this will keep your rows of beans as you're harvesting them. It keeps the beans from falling over and breaking off. So you can do this with the raised beds. You can also use conduit pipe. You can see I've got 3 conduit pipes on each side. These are just little 5-inch chunks. And then we'll take, you can either use PVC or you can use electric conduit. I would recommend the electrical conduit only because PVC, the first year it's good, the second year in the sun it gets brittle. So the next year when you come out and try to bend these hoops in place and put them on, a lot of times they'll snap. Where the electrical conduit, it's gray in color, the sun doesn't affect it as much, and you can get normally 3 to 4 years out of each one of these pieces of electrical conduit. But these hoop structures are wonderful because as you see right now, they've got bug netting on here right now. This is keeping all of the white butterflies and the aphids off all of our leafy vegetables. So we've got kale, we've got spinach in here. In the summertime, the heat of the summer, July, August time frame, when the sun's really high in the sky, you can use shade cloth and put over this, and it'll keep things from burning up, especially your new seedlings for your fall garden. And then lastly, you can put plastic over these hoops, and that'll give you an extension of about a month into the fall, and it'll give you a chance to start your garden about a month early in the spring, because you can use it as a miniature greenhouse with that plastic. So there's just a lot of uses once you've got the raised bed in place. I would definitely recommend this kind of gardening over your typical ground gardening anytime, especially if you have hard clay like we do here in central Ohio. But overall, the soil itself, it stays loose. I mean, this is just amazing, amazing soil. And it's we use a 12-year aged horse manure, compost, and soil. It drains wonderful, and you can grow anything in it, which we have. And that's it. I hope you guys have a great day, and we'll see you next time.